U.S. Bank Stadium holds just under 70,000 spectators, and they've come out in full force for this one. A fantastic atmosphere here in Minneapolis. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings. A fairly short kick from the 14. Lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! A big play there with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Raiders 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another first and 10. Back to throw. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Vincent Smith, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on second and 10. Side, a completion to his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man completes it to Butler. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. He'll drop to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Is a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
At the 40-yard line.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Here's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he slings one that's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there. And it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. On 3rd down, Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
To the air again, Burrow. Flushed out right. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
On 2nd down now, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Into the first quarter.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And shedding through the tackle. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time, they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Draw play to the running back.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, down at the 33. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the Vikings' 33-yard line.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Sack.
No to start out a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And a double team, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Now a dump off here complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Play action. It's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
31 yards on the punt there. And the Vikings will take over here, first and 10.
44-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. There's really no reason to change what they've been doing to this point. They've got the lead. They've looked good this first half.
I agree with you totally, and a lot of coordinators, play callers feel exactly the same way. Until you stop what I'm doing, why should I make any changes? But there are a few that kind of outguess themselves or try to outguess the opponent, and they try to consider what they would do to take things.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Max Crosby able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
At the 43-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard. They'll drop to throw. That's complete to Butler. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of
Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. And he'll give it here to his running back. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Left side, he's got it, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 10.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on first and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll set up a throw. And he finds his man. That's Butler. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hakeem Butler. His second touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his third touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. A three-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 24, Raiders 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They're going to look to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And they're going to head this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And the Raider first down.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They have certainly looked his way in this third quarter. Another catch, and it's good for a first down. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time. Now a gain of 20 here.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Back to throw now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 3, 2nd and a yard. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Their own 29-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
30-yard line.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Now they go play action now. Burrow eluding the pressure right. This is the tight end, Njoku. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you get a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's 3rd down.
8 yards to go.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
The ball carrier.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 3rd and 1, Burrow.
He'll get this underneath to Jacobs.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On second down, it's Jacobs. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open space inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. David Njoku. His second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 31. Raiders 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25. Yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages. Defensively here at the outset of this drive, they forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught. It's Rico Gafford. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Smith catches left side. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Vikings' 37-yard line.
Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Raiders.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. 2nd and 2, first down marker at the 8. This is Butler making the catch. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football. He's taken down.
Today's final score.